You actually talked to, what, 120 women for this book?
Yes, I interviewed about 120 women. I knew going into it that I would find these inspiring stories, but what I found, the more and more people I interviewed, is these common traits that have enabled these women in business, particularly in the tech space, to defy the odds. And I believe that these characteristics that women are more likely to show are actually really essential for all leaders, male and female, especially right now.
Right. Go through some of them. You start with empathy, for one thing, right?
Yes, women rank much higher in their ability to have empathy, to be able to put themselves in other people's shoes. Obviously incredibly valuable, both for relating to customers and to employees. Women are more likely to lead with vulnerability. That's a key thing because it invites collaboration. Female-led companies are more likely to have an additional purpose, like a social or environmental purpose, in addition to profits. And female leaders are more likely to lead in a communal way, bringing in perspectives from across their organization rather than just making things top down. And those are just a couple of the examples.
Right. You also look at sort of industry verticals and where we find a lot of women leaders. E-com, which we talk about a lot. Why so concentrated in that area?
Well, there are a couple of reasons why we found so many female leaders who have really disrupted the retail space. I mean, you have Katrina Lake. She founded Stitch Fix, bringing personal styling to the masses. Rent the Runway, putting the closet up in the cloud. And then The Real, creating this idea of a circular economy. There are a couple of reasons why we might have more women in that sector, but I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that women saw problems that they wanted to fix for themselves. They wanted to shift the power dynamic away from the fashion industry and put power in the hands of consumers. But also there's this idea of critical mass. Once you start seeing a couple of success stories, then that success feeds on itself. And it's a key model for investors to say, hey, maybe we want to invest in someone who's the next Jen Hyman, the next Katrina Lake. They're not just looking for the next Mark Zuckerberg, because there's a little bit more of a pattern for success in that industry.
Julia, you know as well as anyone, of course, that it begins at the earliest levels, right? The funding, the seed levels. And we spend so much time talking about that here on the ground in San Francisco. There's numerous conferences, lunches to figure out how you can get more of those dollars to flow to women entrepreneurs. But it still makes up, what, 2% of all venture funding? How do you fix that problem? What did you hear from the women who have succeeded and some of the challenges they faced in getting that funding at the earliest levels?
I mean, what's so amazing is the numbers are so tiny, Deirdre. 2% of all venture capital dollars, 2% of the $330 billion that was invested in the U.S. and VC last year went to female founders. And one reason that's the case is because the vast majority of decision makers at the VC funds are male. And female investors are twice as likely as male investors to invest in female-led companies. So a key element to this here is just diversifying the people who are making the investments. And a lot of data has shown that VC funds that even increase their representation of female investors by a tiny bit, they see additional profitability in their exits. So additional diversity at the VC level translates to higher profits.
Hey, Julia, congrats.
Thanks, John.
What about when women rebound, responding to setbacks? Was there anything you found about that? Because particularly in e-commerce, but in so many areas of tech right now, a lot of these young companies, the ones that are public, are way down. The ones that are private are going to have a harder time accessing capital. Did you find that women leaders have responded to hardship differently?
Well, there's so much data about how women are well equipped to respond in crisis. I have a whole chapter in this book on managing in crisis. There's a lot of data about how female-led countries, female governors of U.S. states outperformed their male counterparts. Female-led countries outperformed the male-led countries that were most similar in terms of reducing death. So there's so many interesting measures of the success of female leaders during the pandemic. And then if you look at companies, women tend to have a higher what they call adaptability quotient. That means the ability to make swift decisions based on data, not to wait, but to read data and to be constantly collecting data, which is incredibly valuable. And John, the fact that women have had less access to capital, it means that they've traditionally had to do more with less. They've had to be scrappier, so they have those muscles, which will be very valuable right now to navigate these uncertain times, and perhaps less access to capital now.